Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the comedy film, Son of a Rich. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We upload multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. Pavel, Alexander Samoylenko, an oligarch, is the father of Grisha, Milo Bakovi. He is a privileged child who spends practically all of his time in nightclubs, engages in casual sexual activity with women, and acts however he pleases without facing any repercussions. When Grisha and the police have an accident one day, Grisha's father learns that Grisha will keep acting dangerously and recklessly in the hope that his father will shield him from consequences. Pavel starts to explore for ways to help his son improve. Pavel is invited to get in touch with Lev Arnoldovich, an eccentric psychotherapist whose unique methods may seem brutal and upsetting, but almost always provide a guaranteed result by TV producer Anastasia, Maria Mironova, Pavel's friend with benefits. Soon after, Grisha is involved in an accident set up by his father and goes unconscious. He awakens in a stable in an abandoned Russian Empire village on a landowner's farm in the summer of 1860, 6 months before serfdom was abolished. Grisha initially believes that this is a deception, but the surrounding reality is too real and the people around him are too convincing. As a result, he is now a disenfranchised serf, a horse groom, unable to carry out his duties since he is terrified of horses. Grisha makes an unsuccessful attempt to flee and is eventually carried off to be hanged. Only the arrival of Aglaya, Olga Dibtseva, a landowner's daughter, whose name day the master, Oleg Komarov, pardons the runaway, saves him. Grisha first passionately rejects the idea of regressing into the past while applying logic to his reasoning, but with time he comes to accept his status as a serf. In truth, Anastasia and the psychologist Lev Arnoldovich created the entire 19th century village with the aid of Pavel's funds and with competence. The crew is keeping an eye on Grisha's every move in order to entirely alter his perspective of the world and himself. The project is not a flawless reconstruction of 1860s Russia, but it is not in danger since Grisha is too uninformed of fundamental Russian history to recognize the numerous anachronisms all around him. The scriptwriter intends for Grisha and Aglaya to start dating, leading to a serf eloping with a lady and a radical change in mentality, but Grisha doesn't seem to see why a young woman would be forced to wed an older, wealthy landowner. Grisha's attitude has not changed, and this has infuriated Pavel, who intends to end the project. The film is suddenly salvaged when Grisha, who had attempted to jump from a horse but failed, notices that Liza, Alexandra Bordich, a rural girl, appears to be wearing contemporary panties and tries to look up her skirt. Grisha abruptly realizes he's gone too far after observing the reactions of others around him. For the first time in his life, he goes back to the person he offended to beg for forgiveness. Pavel, who is in awe, consents to continue the project. Grisha continues to develop a sincere bond with Liza. The doctor suggests altering the situation such that Grisha falls in love with Liza. Liza despises Grisha, yet she accepts to work with him to grow. As he travels, Grisha gradually comes to a new understanding of himself and the world after seeing his own crimes play out in the character of Son of the Lord, Alexei, played by Liza's actual boyfriend Anton. Polina, Aglaya's actress, persuades Anton that Liza intends to start an affair with Grisha after feeling hurt over losing the leading role because of this. They start having sex, but Liza and Grisha, who weren't anticipating incest from Aglaya and her brother Alexei, happen to see them. Lev Arnoldovich, incensed, strikes Aglaya and Alexei from their parts. In retaliation, Polina makes the project public and claims that a man is being tortured. Police start looking into the idea with Aglaya's assistance. A last-minute scheme is hatched to permanently alter Grisha's mindset before the police discover the project. The Golden Horde will invade 19th century Russia. Grisha ignores this out-of-date behavior, and the Golden Horde abducts Liza. Suddenly turning greedy and cowardly, Grisha abandons the undertaking and flees. Just before the police show up to find the project and mistake it for a historical film set, he returns to fight off the Tatar army, save Liza, and ride away on his horse. Despite making it to a gas station, Grisha is hit with a tranquilizer dart and knocked out before he can process what has happened. He is informed upon waking up that he was in a coma for 3 months, at which time neither a village nor a serf past existed. Grisha recognizes that this implies Liza was never real and, as his character continues to grow, he sinks into a deep depression. One day he runs into Lady Aglaya and Lord Alexei's actors, Polina and Anton, in a club. They take pity on him and tell him the truth about the project, including the fact that Liza is real. Liza and Grisha come into contact. Pavel and Anastasia exchange vows. Another oligarch's son is pulled into the village in the movie's last scene and made to believe he has fallen into feudal Russia through deception. As a member of the project's team, Grisha observes, "Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe."